Hello everybody, Dark Skeleton here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Endless Sky, a 2D space exploration and combat game where you are playing as a space captain. Originally, you start with one ship out of 3 different options, which can either be a cargo ship, a combat ship, or a ship that specializes in helping move people from location to location, as I understand it. Now, this game is deceptively lot harder than it actually looks. So you can start a game and you can go make some nice deliveries, but the second you get attacked by a pirate, if you're completely unprepared for it, you can be blown out of the sky and lose instantly. You die once and that's just game over. Now you can save and load your game, of course, but it is pretty unforgiving if you go into the wrong territory, as I found out rather quickly. So we're going to go ahead here and start a new game with a new pilot. I'll just go ahead and put my name in. Okay, and skeleton. There we are. Alright, so as you can see, it's basically text-based, telling you that you just got started as a space pilot in the wide open outside world of outer space. So here you can choose one of the 3 different ships. You got the freighter ship, which is for carrying large amounts of supplies, which you can sell at distant planets. The interceptor, which has weapons equipped to it. And the shuttle, which, as I believe I understand it, is more for maneuverability and actually moving people around crew. So we're going to actually go ahead and try the interceptor at this point in time, since I've already played the Star Barge, and I got wiped out of the sky when I had no weapons and was in the wrong place at the wrong time. So let's go ahead and buy this ship with our starting credits. Let's call the ship Dad. Why the heck not? And once you've picked out a ship, you can hit the leave button. It's going to give you the starting tutorial mission, which is probably recommended you go ahead and do. They're simple, easy to complete, and in general, they do give you some pretty good money. The best way to get money in this game, at least initially, has seemed to be to do these little missions. So, yeah, there's this guy. He's talking to you about your first time starting out as a pilot. So we're just going to go ahead and pick him up, and this is the same mission as I had to do with the freighter ship. You basically just take him to a distant planet, or a very nearby planet, actually. Now here you're going to see that on a planet, you have 8 different categories of options you can choose from. You have trading, which allows you to purchase cargo on your ship, and you can see if the price is low or high. Obviously, basic trading 101, you want to buy low and sell high. So we could pick up some clothing here if we wanted to, but it looks like this ship actually has no cargo. So it's not like the freighter where you can actually put cargo on the ship, though you can outfit different ships with the outfitter, where you can spend up your space on the ship to equip it with weapons, better engines, and that kind of thing. But I think for right now, we're just going to stick with the defaults here. So we'll leave there. You have the job board, which allows you to pick up basically random quests, which are how you make a lot of money. So you can do deliveries to different locations, and that seems to be most of the early on missions. I don't see any here for actually going out and defeating space pirates, although the interceptor ship, which I'm currently playing, is meant to have weapons for dealing with combat. I assume those actually come a little bit later on. So the bank is where you can see your loan. Starts out at $480,000. The interest rate is actually surprisingly low, despite what the introductory conversation said about, oh, the interest rates are so bad. Heck, if you have a 0.4% interest rate on a house loan, I'm sure many people would greatly appreciate that. And, of course, you can help pay off your loan, and later on it looks like you can get extra loans once you have a better credit score. Okay, we already took a look at the job board. So the spaceport is a location you can go to, usually for storyline quests. So if we take this guy to his retirement home in the nearby star system, we'll be able to go to the spaceport and actually get a follow-up quest. The shipyard is where you can buy additional ships. Remember, with this game, it's very possible to get an entire fleet of ships. You just have to get the resources and money to do so. And hiring crew, you can put extra crew on your ship, which, as you can see here, is to increase the odds of capturing a enemy ship. and then you need crew members to actually serve on that ship. But that's something I don't think we're going to need right now. So the final option is to depart. Now from here, we can see our basic space exploration map. It's basically all in real time, so if there was a pirate that came, swung by, and started shooting at me, I would basically have to either fight it or run, because it will start shooting, and very quickly I will be dead. Now, you can hit M to bring up the map, which is something you're going to need to do a lot. Now, this very first mission takes you to Arcturus, so we have to go there. And since I have that selected now, I can hit the J button to go into hyperspace, to do a hyperspace jump. Alright, so now that we've gotten near Arcturus, I can hit L to land our ship on the nearby planet. So having these little shortcuts there is actually very helpful. It saves a lot of time because very often you do need to go and jump into hyperspace and get to where you need to go for a different quest. So here he's going to pay me 10,000 credits, this guy who's retiring from his post as a fleet commander or captain. And now we can go to the space button to get the spaceport button to get to the next part of this storyline mission. So we're just going to go ahead and accept this here, another escort mission to Gemstone. These early missions are very easy and very recommended, as I said earlier, of course, simply because they give you a good idea of how this game actually works. You can see the hotkeys down there. Of course, if you want to see all of them, you can hit escape, go to preferences, and here you can see how you can navigate with up, down, left, right, how to fire weapons, all that other stuff. Pretty basic controls, only a couple sets of them. Now you'll notice distinctly that this game actually has no music as of yet. There are sound effects like these ships fighting each other, which I probably want to get away from at this point in time. But if you want to listen to music while you're playing the game, it's something you're essentially just going to have to put on in the background. Spotify is fine for that. Or, you know, if you have a YouTube playlist, that also works pretty well. So let's see here. I may have actually forgotten to pick up the mission, so we're going to go ahead and land back down there. And I'm really hoping those missiles don't go ahead and blow me up. As you can see, right off the bat, there are much larger ships around. Those ones that are blue, I believe, are Republic ships, which are the good guys, protectors of the space, and usually shoot at pirates. So back to the spaceport. And I guess maybe I do have that quest. So let me open that up again. Missions available here. Thought it said I was supposed to go to Gemstone. Alright, so for the time being, I suppose I can pick up one of the quests from the job board. So let's go ahead and do that. Job board, delivery to Lodestone. Let's see, that's 9,000 credits? That doesn't sound very profitable. To Dune for 16,500 credits. Alright, we can try that. Is Gemstone anywhere on this map? As you can see, the star systems can get pretty big, actually. You don't want to go too far out, because, of course, you go into the wrong area of space and you end up fighting pirates, and that is a real threat, especially in this galaxy. Okay, so we're going to depart now, and we're going to start heading over there to... actually, we'll go to the Turius for the official storyline mission. So let's go ahead and jump here. Now, you'll see over here on the right, one of these bars is the hyperspace jump bar. At least initially, you can only do 3 hyperspace jumps before you actually need to stop on a planet and refuel. So that's something you kind of got to watch out for. Because let's say, hypothetically, you go and find a... Oh man, I got to get out of this place pretty quick, I think. Luckily, it's... Oh shoot, I just got shot at. I'm not even going to try to fight them right now. It seems like a real battle's going on there. But, if you end up going to a star system that actually doesn't have a planet you can land on, then I guess you just have to manually fly over to a different star system to actually find a planet you can land on, because that's the only way you can really refuel, at least as far as I know. So here we need to collect our credits, which we've already done, 30,000, a easy payment, and go to the spaceport to continue the mission. So it looks like you'll need tons more cargo space in order to do this. Do I actually have more cargo space? Ah, yes. So in order to do this, I'm going to have to finish the other quest that we were working on. So we'll head over there to Zeta Centauri and go ahead and finish that mission. So you're probably getting the sense of how this game works by now. Yes, you can shoot at pirate ships, but I don't think that this interceptor ship is really cut out for serious combat, so I'm going to try not to get too involved in that unless I absolutely have to. But largely, the early on missions are largely just going to be about these little delivery missions. And of course, if you do have the cargo ship, you can do some trading while you're taking care of that. So later on, from what the storyline was telling me, it seems like you can get some contracts from the Space Navy once you've actually built up a reputation for yourself. And the further you progress in the game, the more firepower you're going to have at your disposal. You'll be able to buy better ships, build up that fleet, and actually survive the galaxy, which is pretty challenging when you're just here on these open, these initial ships. So I think that about wraps it up. I hope this gives you a pretty good idea of what this game is about. Let me actually go ahead and try testing the weapons here. So, tab for the primary weapons. It looks like this ship has a laser beam. Combat, of course, is going to be pretty simple. If you ever played Master of Orion, or... well, not so much Master of Orion, because that was turn-based, but more like Star Control 2, or Star Control 1 even. It's kind of like that, where you just have to find the ships and shoot at them in real time. And apparently, the asteroids even block that. So that's Endless Sky, everybody. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at this with me. I've been Dark Skeleton. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to let me know down below. And until my next video,